Everybody, welcome back, friends, fellows. Lothlorien awaits us once again because I have just not been able to put it out of my mind, and so this episode will also be Lothlorien. Captain Muzzlur faces us down here, but we do not have the stamina to pursue him this turn around. We have some agents, but basically they are spent. They are set in their ways, in their places, ready for us to strike, because we besiege also Ostenithiel down here, where Gan Altan the Honored stands with a whole mighty host of orcs. And we shall see if Melikin Dormian will be up to the challenge, but I do believe he will be, because they only have orcs, and we have archers. Yay! Captain Okur also seems to be inquisitive about her presence in Mordagost. And, yeah, if they assault our walls, they will die. Pretty much that's just it, as far as that goes. And I think let's just end the turn there. So, we have some troops moving in for training in Ar-Adûnâim, and I mean, a few troop movements here and there up north of Khazgalathon. We have spotted an invasion army that is coming down upon us. We shall see what they do when they do it. And, yeah, I mean, it's not the biggest army in the world, but it does seem to have some good quality troops. And so I have made a point to try and prepare some reasonable defenses in Khazgalathon, since, you know, they seem poised to attack us. And the interesting bit shall, though, be to see whether others will also come to attack me. You know. But here's Mordor's turn. They may attack us in a couple of different places, so let's see. Let's see what they do. They don't. But Isengard moves their army to Eisenrun. Okay then, and they have prepared an invasion force for Khazgalathon. But it will be a couple of turns before it reaches them, so we can basically have some time to defeat the mountain orcs and get the rest of our army well and truly set to deal with them. Yeah. Okay. Actually, this whole putting troops away, you know, this whole invasion of Khazgalathon isn't really gonna work out in Isengard's favor, I think. Yeah. Because it's just going to draw troops away from their front lines, which are under heavy assault. You know, need I remind you, you know? Oh dear. Let's upgrade this town to citydom. Citydom? Is that a thing? It is now. Citydom has also come to Tirith Anduin, where we have 72% Elven culture, which means that we build our highest tier production buildings, and then we go for the economic stuff. That's going to be good. And Rochberg, hello there. Lorien archers, why not? A nice little garrison unit, and then we can retrain some Galatharan guards. I really want a couple of good ballistae to deal with the quick beam, because otherwise he's going to get quite annoying. And what do we have here? Let's just have a quick look. So we have a bunch of highly experienced elves, fresh from the conquest of Isengard. And I mean, this is just a captain. So what are they gonna do? Not much, really. And in all other parts of what once was Rohan, our culture buildings are being built, which is of course a lovely thing. Soon we shall be able to truly train terrifying troops for our enemies to face, but it will be a while, of course. Until then, though, let's send more troops over to Ar-Adûnâim, to the fortress over there, and perhaps deal with Captain Muzzlur. Just, you know, Yeah, let's just take him out of the game, really. Yeah, so line up and shoot, line up and shoot. These guys don't know hoot. We're gonna line up and shoot. Now, a slight hull disadvantage shall not be a problem, I think. Not with this good, you know, these lovely archers here. And then we have some halberds, because of course we do. And we have some catapults, because why not? Let's put them over there. Nothing could go wrong with that. And cavalry. Having proven themselves very capable cavalry killers themselves in the battle for Edras. Interesting. They're apparently just out of range. Except for our Barrier and Goliath. Some of our most experienced archers. Or highly trained archers, I should perhaps say. But yep. Okay. That's disappointing. So they're just moving up on onto a hill. Because of course they bloody are. So we'll have to just run after them. It's not like they have any archers that could actually do something, so. These cavalry units can probably snipe out an exposed enemy cavalry unit, one of those walk units maybe. Okay, March Wardens. Get over there. And you guys get over there. Thank you. You guys march over there. Catapults. Continue doing your thing. And they just continuously roll back. They just don't want to fight us. Oh, okay. Well, in that case. In that case, we're gonna move in with our cavalry, you know? Just give them a right seeing to. There's the general for this battle. Mounting himself upon a huge wolf, expecting everything to go well. Well, shall we disprove that theorem once and for all? Yes. Yes, we shall. We certainly shall. Okay. And boom. And okay, they think they can flank us, but you know what they're really gonna do? They're gonna open themselves up for a Hitherbean charge.
We will smash the enemy. The enemy are badly bloodied.
Yeah. So actually we ended up taking out both of their cavalry units.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
And what are you doing? Did we just lose elves to a catapult hit, or was that the most accurate catapult hit I've ever seen? It might be the most accurate catapult hit I'd ever seen. A flaming catapult shot had just taken down these, but left these unscathed. That is some precision catapulteering. I am just... Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. But we actually haven't killed most of them, so... Yeah, and we won't. I was just so distracted by that. My golly. By golly. Okay, we lost 7 cavalry troops overall, but... Yeah. Yeah, that catapult dealt. It struck right beside the archers, but caused no friendly fire whatsoever. That is astounding. I've never seen such precision from them before. I mean, knowing catapult crews, it was probably on accident, but I like to believe that my elves have gotten better at flinging rocks at the enemy. Ah, nice tea. Always helps. Nice warm tea as well. So the waffle of the day doesn't go to the unit with the greatest kills, because that'll be the Hitherbin from charging down the cavalry. But what I will say is that the waffle should instead go to the catapult crew, because they truly proved their worth today. Whether by accident or not, I'm going to recognize it. And let's go to Alberg then. Oh, and the wife doesn't like me. Because of course they are enamored with Isengard in this one, aren't they? Yes, they very much are. Okay. There's a bit of a toxic relationship there, mate. You might want to quit Isengard while you have the chance, but while you make up your mind, I am going to attack Oldburg. Now, let me just see. Yeah, okay. So we don't have open gates, so we will need to use our catapult to open their gates. Okay, but we can do that. We can do that. We can absolutely do that. It's just good to be sure of these things, because, yeah, that did lead to a sporadic failure in Edoras, and it shall not do so this time. We are up against an Orcan settlement, so there is no threat of towers. They do seem to have a few Uruk archers, but I mean, what are Uruk archers anyway? No, we're just gonna bomb them into oblivion. And then we're gonna send in the halberds to finish the job. That's gonna be the plan. So, archers, get out there. Archers, get out there. Actually, maybe... should we just put them all in one line for this? Nah, I think that's fine. I think that's good. It's good to have the heavily armored ones in front, after all. So, so here we have all of our halberdiers in one nice line. Very good, very good, very nice. And our catapult crew over here, ready to strike at their gates. We shall of course see whether that becomes necessary, but either way we shall be ready. Cavalry on the flank, ready to intercept should anything come up. And infantry, let's put you on the other flank to aid the catapult should they fall under attack. Okie dokie. And so what will they do? Actually, let's see if we can just get them to come out. Wouldn't that be kind of great? Maybe a bit fanciful, but stranger things have happened, and indeed they seem to be following my lead. Okay. So, most of them are, of course, streaming into their center. So, our catapults will be required to knock down that gate. You guys, no, because cavalry will deal with this crossbow unit. Yeah, and that's gonna be that. But they have ballista crews over there. Okay then, everybody, you're going to be in a wide formation. And, yeah, you too, guys. You too. What are you doing? Hey, cavalry. You see this, guys? Yeah. Charge before they get their crossbows going, okay? Good. Okay. Yes, very nice. Fine. Okay.
battle is very
And
much in our favor.
then we, of course, move ever closer. Okay. The Uruk-hai crossbowmen of Wavering, or crossbow orcs, I suppose. Crossbow orcs. And now they're basically gone.
Breach the enemy's wall.
Okay, good. Cavalry, you are now gonna go in. Well,
We've captured
you know, whenever you're ready, right? And then balance the crew, you're gonna go down. Halberds, you're gonna go in. Or at least, you know, let's line you up outside the gate here, and then let's put you guys, all you archers, let's put you in one lovely grouping. From where you can probably reach these Uruk Reavers. Okay. Oh yes, of course. They also have catapults, don't they? Guarded by Uruk-hai raiders. Okay. And they're shooting at their own artillery crew just to be able to get a few of our cavalrymen gone from this world. But yeah. Yes, of course the archers are also doing their thing because Jesus, and now they're really bringing the pain with those catapults. Okay, so yeah, everybody is going to go in. That's just how it is going to be. Cavalry, you're going to be riding around. What do you have there? Uruk Reavers. It's a bit annoying. Okay. He'd have been going that way. What have we here? Enemies coming toward us. You know, you guys actually just go outside. And the Uruk Reavers do not like being shot and accosted by halberds at the same time. Very
the
nice.
battle is very much in our favor.
Okay.
Victory will be
So shoot other Reavers coming in. Cavalry, you can move over here because then you can move over there and through there and strike at their catapults, hopefully. That's gonna be the plan. And what else shall we do? We shall have these guys go in and deal with the infantry. That sounds like a smashing idea, don't you think? Such a smashing idea that the infantry seem to be umming and erring as to whether to commit themselves to the melee. But over here, some Uruk Reavers seem to be also umming and erring on whether to go outside the boundaries of the walls. Okay. Yeah. Galathrim swordsmen versus Uruk-hai infantry. Who shall win? Well, the swordsmen, of course, but it might take them a while because those Uruk-hai infantry are damn heavily armored, which is good. Then that, which makes it a good thing then, I should say, that the sentinels of Caern Amroth are standing by to aid them. Our halberds continuously push inward, aided by our lovely archers. Actually, let's get those archers into the settlement. And let's disrupt their catapults. What do we have here? Ooh, wargs ready for the charging by our Lothlorien cavalry. Let's have a sip of tea. And catch them in a bit of a pincer, shall we? Choo! Chow! They shouldn't like that for long, so... How are you doing? Basically taken out the catapults, but of course you've now been attacked from multiple sides. Stay strong, my friends. Stay strong. Help is coming. Help is coming. Actually, Ar-Adûnâim are doing a really good job here. They're being attacked by 3 different units at the same time, but they are actually holding their own, which is pretty impressive. So let's just get our entire halberd line, except for the guards over there. The guards will be dealing with the heavy units in the center. I think that's really the job that they were meant to do.
Good tidings.
Ah.
The general lies dead.
Well, hello there, Isengard General. Another one bites the dust, eh? Okay. So, archers. What on earth to do with you? Shoot the reavers, please. While Yavanna's chosen, move in on those guys. Yeah, okay. These Hitherben will need retraining afterwards, but they're not going to be alone in that. We have assaulted a pretty heavily defended settlement. At this point, I'm mostly throwing caution a bit to the wind in terms of when I attack and what. I'm going quite aggressive on all these settlements, just taking them on straight on with our elven troops, brute forcing their way through their gates. That's kind of how I'm doing it at the moment.
They've lost half their men.
Get in a spy, get a catapult, knock down things, and attack all at once. Because it makes for a very decisive campaign, and I think also it makes for some good fun, you know? Throughout much of my time playing this game, I have been a very cautious player. Sieging out a lot of settlements here and there. I'd usually besiege sometimes like 6 settlements at a time, just with armies calibrated to where they wouldn't rise up, and then, in the end, their resistance would be pittance in the face of the force that I had prepared. But this time around, seeing as how elves are generally speaking pretty damn strong, I've been very, very pleasantly enthused by the sight of big armies clashing in city centers like this. I think it's fun. It's a nice change of pace for me, and I hope you enjoy it too. Let me know if you do, of course, or if you don't. If you want me to take a more methodical approach, sure, that can be done. I absolutely love doing that as well. But of course, it takes a hell of a lot longer, and I just figure it might be a tad less engaging to watch. Here is siege number 7 this turn. It continues. Siege number 8. Yep. Going strong. Yeah. Siege number 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. All in the bag. Yes. Continue to the next turn, and rinse repeat until defeat of the enemy. So, yeah. Okay. I think we're at the point where we might want what do we have here? A few straggling... one Galadhran guard has just... or a couple of them have just waded directly into their infantry. It's interesting. Yeah. So basically, the moral of the story is, an aggressive playstyle is fun for this channel, I think. So unless told otherwise, I think that's gonna be my modus operandi. Or operandi, if you prefer that kind of Latinized I. Then, yeah. That's gonna be it. And of course, the same might not necessarily be said for a faction like Angmar, which is a campaign I will absolutely be continuing, but this weekend I just really... I feel like Lorien is calling me. Calling me. Yeah. Most of them are dead. The rest of them dying. There's some pikemen there holding on pretty damn well, as pikemen often do, but let's send these sentinels around and flank them, because that's something they don't like. Those pikemen. Yep, there they go. And faced with both Galathrim swordsmen, Galathrim guards, sentinels, I mean, that's not a fun time for them. Let's just mash everybody into the melee, really. That's all we need to do. Take out the few stragglers. What do we have over here? Is that... oh, a singular walk marauder. Ready for the capture. Nice. Nice. We got him. And here goes the settlement. The infantry. Always the last ones standing, aren't they? The Uruk-hai infantry. They have such high armor ratings that they survive almost anything for a long amount of time. But not this time. Not this time. This time it's all about the halberd. And even the mighty Uruk-hai infantry does not have armor to withstand halberds. Because generally speaking, armor does not withstand halberds in general. Let's just briefly look at the stats, right? So 12 attack, 5 charge, and 12 with 1 experience. Yeah. So all else being equal, there's 1 attack stat between them, which is actually not a whole lot. And they have kind of the same battlefield abilities. It's yeah. And the Galathrim guards are actually moving a little bit slower. So the and the Yavanna's Chosen, of course, also come with more men or ladies. So I could see many situations where Yavanna's Chosen would be desirable compared to the Galathrim Guard. But I just love the look of the Galathrim Guard, I really do. I don't love their price tag, but their look is amazing. Okay. Hitherbin taking the top spot. Wow. Okay, that's actually, for a city battle even, they just pulled it right out of the bag and stole the day. Yes, today's waffle goes to you, friends, the few that remain of your company, and the rest shall find solace and retraining in the Drachen, and Lothlorien itself. Or maybe the Naked Hill, which I suppose is a less valuable tourist destination. You know, it's not really the place where you want to go for a relaxing holiday after a well and hard-fought victory. But, you know, sometimes them's the breaks. Not all hotel facilities in Middle-earth are equal, right? Okay, but here we are. Aldburg is captured. Indeed they will. And some Master Horsebreeder skills. Do you know where you're going? The bin! There's a prison, Boarbreeder, all fine, all fine. Large encampment, all fine, all fine. Let's get the artist studios in there. Now, East Emnet has yet to fall, of course. And here we have Kalanad, also with a sizable garrison, but, I mean, it's very finite and Gondor is closing in on them. So it really cannot be, it really can't be relied upon to hold in times such as these. And how's Gondor doing? Yeah, you can see they're having a pretty solid resurgence here. Mordor, not really doing all that well. Let's just go by territorial ranking, because sometimes that's a pretty good indicator of how well a faction is doing. So Gondor and Mordor are now on equal territorial footing, which is the first time in 130 turns, or maybe 120 turns, that they've had that parity. So that's really, really something special. Or at least over 100 turns. So for the first time in basically 25-30 years, they have lands equivalent to that of their most dire enemy. So a turning point in the war, for sure. We're not hurting for money at the moment. I think this army, I'll just take it on as they come and try to take my settlement. I shall bombard them with catapults and arrows, or not the catapults themselves, but catapult shots specifically. Ordrith, how are you doing? Culture ever increasing. We're closing in on 50, which is very, very good. And let's get some sentinels of Cairn Amroth. I mean, we can always use those. Ivan's chosen, excellent unit. Do 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 do.
Come on! Conceal our movements.
Oh, hello, another invasion army. Radzak, of course. I almost forgot about those, but I did spot them earlier. Down around Dantalad. Ah, yes. And Mordor's heartlands are now beginning to really churn out troops for the Elven war effort, which is very, very nice to see. And Captain Ukur is moving into range Estelat's forces. So come a little closer, and I shall absolutely make you most welcome indeed.
Swiftly.
How are we doing down here? Celeborn, you're sitting in Tharband, aren't you? Yes, you are. And there is a stronghold soon to be upgraded down here. So this will also become a lovely elven fortress. What about here, though? Saragost. I kind of want there to be faster growth here. So communal farming, public fountains, those kind of things. That is going to play a big part in the growth of Saragost. Ar-Adûnâim, how are you doing? You're training troops. Very good, very good, very good. Yay, the magic of elves. You never have more money than you know what to do with, because your troops are just crazy expensive. Do we want to attack? Oh, we can't. Okay. Our spy did not manage to open the gates for us, but okay. Maybe later. Let's send our Govleg over there. Save 500 a turn. It's always worth it, you know. These kind of things. What else? We have Spy in Aldburg, of course, so let's send you to here to Endwade. And have a look at what they have. They have not a whole lot, but they do have training capabilities here with close to 50% culture. You know, I don't like looking at that fort. Dunharrow, is ours. Okay. It's good. I think that's what we're going to be doing. And these might attack us soon. So I'm gonna go for another turn and pour another cup and see what orcs come on up. Very good, very good, very good. And we are attacked in Ostathiel. Because of course we are. So we have to fight off Captain Nathrolk and Ganaltan the Honored. Now Ganaltan will probably be a bit of a challenge because his command is going to keep his army together. They're not going to flee, but Captain Nathrolk though, no such luck. So my aim shall be to overwhelm these guys as quickly as possible and then proceed to, well, gut Ganaltan and his forces.
Fight to the end.
Wish me luck, guys! So that is where they will be coming from. I suppose... Oh, they might be coming from over here. Oh, you know, Ganaltan's forces. So... the aim with what we're doing here should be to position ourselves well against the foe immediately approaching us. So let's climb this hill here. Okay.
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
So there they are. Yes. Okay. But actually Ganaltan's force is right nearby. Oh dear. Okay. That was not my plan, but whatever will be, will be. We can run for a little bit before they reach us. So let's do that. Let's take our archers and run them over here. Did miscalculate slightly where Ganaltan was going to come in, but, you know, happens to the best of us, eh? Right? Right, fellas? Right? Yeah. Okay. And then I think that's a brilliant spot. And... you guys here, you're going to go around and behind them, ready to pounce at a moment's notice. Taking out, feasibly their general. You know, if possible. Okay, so they have halberds, the orc archers. The archers we can charge down with cavalry, so let's just get right on that, shall we? Yes, we shall. Okay. Ooh, that might be... yes, I think that is their general's unit.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
No. Don't be so judgmental. Don't be so negative about the situation unfolding before us. I think we shall be doing okay. Of course, they have us at a numerical disadvantage to rock the ages, but I think we shall be doing okay, despite that. because our quality is supreme. You guys, shoot those black orc archers, please. Charge. Thank you. And you guys, yes. Come on, charge them. Come on, give them a good one. Oh, the rocks are getting in the way. It's not too good. But we're gonna be okay, I think. Okay. None of you need to be on defensive mode except for the general. And how is Ganaltan doing? He's kinda getting a feel for his army, apparently. Okay. Orc hosts coming in. Shoot them. We're gonna do a little bit of cycle charging here. And those guys, those halberds there, they are going to be assaulted by our archers, or assailed by our archers. Apparently this terrain is just playing with our cavalry, which isn't great, but it happens, you know, it happens. Orc maulers, Moran and guard, shoot them. Shoot them, shoot them, shoot them. Do not let them survive. Nice. Come on, you can... No, okay, you can't. Okay. Get out of there then, cavalry, before halberds and spearmen pick you out. Pick you off, I might say. That's the phrase, isn't it? Pick you off. Oh, we've taken half of them. That's pretty good. Yavanna's chosen, doing a stellar job holding the line, because that's what halberds do. Okay, and how is Galtan doing? He's still just struggling to decide what to do with his army, apparently. No, not into those guys. Orc host over there. Put him down. Bring him down a peg. On a single charge, these guys routed both a halberd unit and an orc host. This is very, very good. Well done indeed. Good fellows indeed. Okay, I think it is time to properly route these guys. Yes, okay, that's kind of the sign I was waiting for. So everybody get a little bit more aggressive with it, and we shall route them completely. You guys take on the Moran guard. How are you doing? Charged into the back of them there. It's fine. No. That's not the unit you should be charging into. So Ganaltan, you're just, oh, it's finally starting to move forward. Okay. Okay. With that in mind, since we are moving basically all of our troops over here, let's just keep going and set up shop on this hill. So we're gonna bash some brains in while we move our forces. How does that sound, everyone? Is that a good plan? Yes, thought so. Okay. Everybody, go about that. Take those out.
Behold how our cowardly
Yes, they are all running,
attack.
which is excellent. We lost 2%. It's really good. Overall, solid triumph, and we still have about half of our ammunition remaining, so we are still very much in the game. And now we have an even better position from which to press our own advantage. Let's set up our troops accordingly. Cavalry. Catch a few troops if you can. Here they come, here they come. Let's send you all to the right flank. Okay. And I mean, shall we open fire upon these black Orcs? Yeah, I think we shall. Now, this is a more challenging army because they have more Uruk units. They can often be a little bit more, you know, heavily armored, better against arrow fire. They have a bunch of halberds which help them against our cavalry a bit more. And of course they just seem to have more troops. Or more units, at least. So let's take away as many of their halberds as we can early doors, and then get to work on the rest of them. Now you guys aren't as tired as the rest, so you are going to be instrumental in keeping down the enemy, and our general shall be taking his superior aim against the temple wards of Ganaltan. Now when push comes to shove, and of course it is going to, our halberds will prove more than capable of dealing with theirs. Even severely outnumbered, which of course they will be. But, I mean, yeah, just... Oh, look at these halberds. Okay, we've already taken out a whole lot of them. And we're focused mainly on the heavily armored ones, which is nice. So... good things will come to pass. One last volley from our general. Taking out a couple more temple wards, which is nice. But well done, sirs. Okay. Now we are being fired upon en masse. At the same time, our cavalry is kind of sending them running a bit, which is good. That's how we like it. Corpses and arrows will litter the ground. Let's start firing upon the less heavily armored troops, just to thin them out.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains.
Oops, you guys are about to get caught, so don't get caught. Please. Hello, temple wards. Charging straight into the air without a care for what's going on out there. I mean, these troops are getting massacred, so why are they doing what they're doing? I couldn't tell you.
Only half the enemy force remains.
But I am going to take advantage of it, I can tell you that. Elbreth Sentinels just running in to murder these black Orcs. Okay, they are a bit tired though. You're in position to charge. You're in position to run away. Yeah, okay, we'll take them. We will take them. Oops, an orc host coming in from the side. Okay, yeah. So first we're going to just rout these orc hosts, and then we can turn our attention on onto the temple wards. You're dealing with the archers, very good. You're being chased by Moran and Guard, not very good, but to be expected. Right around them, please. Okay, Yavanna's chosen over there. Temple wards, ready for the killing. Very good, very good. Let's continue doing stuff like that. Those temple wards are not going to like the halberds that they are about to meet. You can see 17 of their defenses and armor, so basically that's an 8-point reduction right there. Okay, Elbreth Sentinels though, we need to be wary of the fact that our general must not die. So let's get our cavalry to do things that they're good at. Like charging into the back of already struggling infantry. That's more like it. Good, 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 good. And Divan has chosen.
Men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Yep. Your extra hit punch don't matter much when your armor falls and falters to the hellbear's touch. And that should basically rout their entire army. So, archers? Anyone out there struggling? You guys? Yeah, it's basically only you, so, what troops do even remain? Are there any enemies still fighting?
The enemy army flees
Nope.
the field. Pursue and run them down.
Ah, nice. The game just answered that one for me. Yeah, let's see if we can catch these Orc archers. 62 of them. That's a worthwhile pursuit. I'll have some tea in the meantime. I say that's a smashing job.
The enemy are utterly vanquished. This is a great victory worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
Oh, Mordor. You just don't have a leg to stand on in this fight. You don't. Biggest kill tally. Yavanna's chosen, but Lorien scouts getting some excellent stats as well. Almost everyone gains experience, some even several points, which is great to see. Overall, very good battle. A lot of our March Wardens not even taking any casualties at all, which is very, very welcome indeed. Ah, yes. Allow me to just roll up the blinds so that a bit more natural light can flood this room. There we go. Back again. To a lady of Galadriel kissing Frodo because, I mean, don't we all just want to kiss Frodo at the end of the day? I mean, I'd say calling Osterthiel Elven lands is a bit of a stretch, but they are now. Ah, Foldberg under attack, and Isengard can't make their mind up for love nor money. Okay. And here come the Snow Orcs then, finally attacking Karis Galadon itself. Let's see if they actually dare to follow through with that attack. I mean, first of all, I want to take this Isengard army on with these 4 elite units in this fort. I think that would be a fun battle. Not sure how strategically sound it would be, but fun, definitely. Let's take this fort as well, just to encourage them even more. What else can we do? Sell swords. Okay. And we get more siege equipment to Idreikan, which is very good, because Quick Beam needs to go down. quickly. If you get my drift.
Have a taste of my
Radzag is still, what, 2 turns away?
I'm gonna stick you.
Indeed. And there's a fort.
Have a taste of my blade.
Let's get an army barracks and a marksman's range, and what does that do? Well, actually, that's a net gain because we don't have any building income for it to take away, so that's actually just a pure gain, which is excellent. And of course, as the settlement grows, not that it will grow much longer, but for the bit that it has yet to grow, it will gain more tax revenue, and the which means even more money saved from good corruption management. Saragost begins to come into its own. And Foldberg, great art gallery. Oh yes, we got a couple of art galleries. It's really nice to see. But we'll need to come to the rescue on that one. And we'll build a stronghold there. Let's get an art gallery going. Any interesting family members coming along? Not anytime soon, it would seem, but... you know. We shall deal with it, we shall deal with it. It shall all be alright. So, Eisenrun. What to do with you? Because we need to take care of Lundbach over there. I couldn't care much for this fort, really. I mean, yeah. It's not gonna do anything if I lose it, and I'm probably gonna take out many of these orcs in the process, to be fair. So, what I am going to do, I'm gonna leave behind these Gurvalig, and then I'm just going to attack Lundbach. Then we get some cavalry coming in from behind them. It's gonna be smashing. Sauron was also thrown down, and with the hilt shard of Narthiel, Isildur cut the ruling ring from the hand of Sauron and took it for his own.
Units, await my orders.
Ah, okay. So we have this lovely, lovely catapult unit. Dirt cheap now that it doesn't have as many artillery engineers attached to it. And then we have our elite archers. And we have our infantry. Ready to come in from behind and do their thing. So let's just do it. Let's take them on. Yep. Too many arrows for them to ignore. And then the cavalry can really come in. So, catapults? Yeah, you know, did kind of hit something, so... okay. And they're moving back. Oh, they're following the cavalry around, because of course they are. Okay, cool. I'm gonna use that to my heart's content. Don't mind if I do. Okay, so now they're over here. Let's see what happens if I move the scouts. No, it's the general that they fancy. Okay, cool. Okay, ouch! That was a hit. Ooh, hello, Urukai Raiders. Let's say hello.
The
Boom!
enemy are back.
Ouch!
They have lost half
46
their
left.
men.
Uh,
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
okay then. The rest are very much in disarray, it seems. Melee troops move in on the cell swords. You other guys, you can shoot the spear guard, I guess, or other Urukai bodyguards. Really, just aim for those. It's gonna be okay. Okay. Melee troops.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Okay, I may just have killed a lot of my sentinels to friendly fire, and of course, they have the spear guards charging my cavalry. Why do you do that, you silly moo? I just wanted to shoot you. Is that so objectionable these days? What's this world coming to if elves can't even be allowed to shoot orcs without them looking funny at you afterwards? I mean, really? Okay. We march toward each other and then they just say, no, I don't want to. But they're not going to have a choice. No matter, they will die, no matter what. Spear guard. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna move the cavalry over there then. I'm gonna treat all my ground forces as just the same, really. They're gonna be a blob with which I pummel the enemy. And slam.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead. Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack. Be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Okay then. Oh, we got some Hitherbin back. That's nice to see because I want them. I want them. Okay. Now I'm thinking, should I... In order to control all that is west of the Anduin, and basically control the Anduin, as far as most of Middle-earth is concerned at this point, should I go and take Entwade with the forces currently residing in Oldburg?
Follow me.
That is the question, isn't it?
My lord. Elves, by the light of Elbereth. How may I serve? Elves, for the light. Elves, swiftly. Elven warriors.
I'm going to do a little switcheroo. So if they attack Eisenrun, then we can kind of just do the same thing to them that we just did earlier. They don't have a general, so I'm not really optimistic about their chances in defeating us. If ever they decide to try. Ooh, Betty and Goliath. Now, here is the Snow Orc General. They have Bulks champions. They have a lot of different troops. Shall we just wait them out a bit? I assume they will attack us at some point, so let's just do that. Ah, here they've been ready to ride out. Nice. Good news, good news, good news indeed, good news indeed. Well, indeed. Honorable ally to you as well. Osterthiel, though. Let's get an artist studio. And then we can upgrade it. Of course, it's not the worst castle because it's a Gondor castle, and those are pretty good. But I want an Elven Stronghold. Those are cool, too. And they're the lands of the Poros. We'd have an agent down here, don't we? Yes, we do. A very experienced agent nonetheless. So let's get him over there. That's basically a nothing army. We can take that out in a heartbeat. And Ar-Adûnâim is held by Balachnar, Sunfire. Okay then. Captain Girishak, you are to die.
Fight to the end.
So, I mean, this is going to be the most simple victory in the world. We're going to line up and we're going to shoot them and they're going to die. And that's just the simple fact of the matter. And our lovely general shall stand in front and bear the brunt of whatever assault comes his way. Because I find that funny. And our cavalry, they can intercept enemies, of course. But you know what they also can do? They can also run down enemies. In order to bid them come a little bit closer, a little bit closer. So. Moranangard, Black Orcs, Moranangard, Black Orc Archers, Moranangard. Okay. Okay, so they've one very depleted unit of archers. Let's focus on those. Slam. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, okay, and let's give him another go. Boom! Okay, and some Moranang Guard are immediately setting out to try and take our cavalry down, which they shall not succeed with, of course, but I applaud them for their efforts. And now they come in range of our archers. Black Orcs coming on. Oh, well, I mean, we can handle those with cavalry. We absolutely can. Of course, they are a bit above our pay grade, so to speak, but we'll be able to take them, don't you worry. Slam dunk.
If we can continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Lost one Lorien scout to that. Okay.
The enemy army flees the field.
Oh, they don't like being shot. Poor bastards. Poor bastards indeed. And write down the remaining forces. And we're done.
This is a clear victory.
4 lost. That is sad. March Wardens getting the waffles today, but having to share them with Lorien Scouts. Simply because, yeah, they also did well. Because of course they did. I mean, yeah. Cavalry always do well. They are the most flexible units you can get, really. Archers can be powerhouse killers. Absolutely they can. But they are not necessarily as flexible as cavalry. They don't have the versatility. They don't have the maneuverability. I mean, cavalry can just hit, run, redeploy, hit, run again. They can also trample down with great force. They can sometimes even hold their own in melee, as we saw with the Hither-Bin just earlier. Yeah, cavalry can do a heck of a lot. So, all in all, urban archers are of course very flexible because they're also really good in melee. At least they tend to be. But still not. I mean, a great cavalry unit will always have an advantage in any comparison. 5th way station. Interesting. So the corruption is about half. Since we have a catapult, and I won't necessarily need my spies for the heavy lifting of invading, I'm going to use my spy to just make sure that Mordor doesn't get any funky ideas without me noticing. And then I am going to take all these units except those 92 Gurthin in there, and I'm going to send them up toward Entwade. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice indeed. You know, let's just stand you on the bridge over there. And if Captain Mosdush really is suicidal, then he can attack us on the bridge, but he'll probably go for for Eisenrun instead. Just makes the most sense, really. How is Harad doing at this time? Standard Harad stuff, I suppose. They must be doing alright, because usually they don't have as many fronts to worry about, so they tend to do okay. But they just don't always have the room to expand, because Mordor gets there before they do. And that is indeed what we see here. But, of course, we will get into contact with them. and they will have the opportunity to expand, but we shall shut them down. I mean, yeah, don't you even worry about it. We're gonna do that. So, next turn. And that was the 150th turn. How nice. And this is the 26th episode, I believe it is. So it's basically 6 turns per episode, right? Yeah, 6 turns per episode. Roughly. But yeah, some episodes have also had some very long battles, and some have been rather short. This isn't though, and I'm really enjoying it. So that's just gonna be it. I mean, if I enjoy an episode, I'll sometimes just be playing for a while. I always do enjoy them, but there are degrees to everything, right? And this time I just feel in the zone. Yes, they attack Eisenrun because of course they bloody do. And they attacked Folberg too! Ha! Okay. Okay then. And Gundabad comes for Karas Galathon. That shall then be the fight to end the episode, I think. We have some good forces. A nice variety to our troops. So do they, actually. They have some lower quality troops, some snow spears, but most of these guys are actually pretty good. And they have a lot of generals. Gee, they have a lot of generals. They've just gathered half of their family and sent them off to die. Of a catapult crew, which they probably won't use for very much, but they're pale Orcs, they're going to be a pain. The Bulks champions, they can be just excruciatingly deadly. Some Black Shield warriors, but yeah, it's these units here that I fear the most, to be honest, because of their armor stats and stuff like that. But even though they don't have nearly as much armor as, say, the late game armies of Isengard, or the dwarves, or anything like that, or the Dark Numenorians for that matter. But I think we can take them. I think we can. We have some significant advantages in this battle map that we can just reuse and abuse.
To be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
Nah. I mean, I'll show you. Okay. So. Heavy archers, let's put you on the ground where you are safe-ish. Or where your protection can really help you. Then we have our Goverleg over there. That's actually where I want the Lothlorien archers so that they can fire within range. Then we can have the March ones over there. And who do we have here? Lothlorien March ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's nice. That's a wrap. Then we have lovely, lovely halberds and infantry. Hitterbin, you are going to wait but they're coming from behind when needed to catch some troops. So, there we go. Let's make it happen. Let's see your arc. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm gonna be okay with that. Snow Orc scouts, they're gonna fall to arrow fire like nobody's business. Let's aim for the mountain guard, though. Lothlorien archers. Doing your thing.
Be ready.
Black Shield Warband. With their heavy spears. I think the Mountain Guard will be a good target. Not only because it's a general's unit, but also because they don't have shields to the same degree. You know. So their armor is hampered a little bit by that. They have 12 armor. Whereas, for instance, let's take a look at the Pale Orcs. They have 11 armor, but they have a shield of 4. So it actually balances out in their favor against something like arrows, especially fired from the front. And we have little choice in that matter, so there we go, Mountain Guard.
The enemy are battering down the gate.
Maybe we should also take a look at the Black Shield Warriors. Yeah, about the same, functionally similar stats to the Mountain Guards. The Snow Orc Spears, I mean, not to discount them completely, but they are not going to do well. Maybe we can have our Lothlorien archers fire upon them. There we go. %20 of them already dead before they've even stepped inside the settlement. Okay. So, let's move in. Give them something to think about. And then once their heavier troops start moving into the settlement, then the Gurvaleg will have a field day. Pale Orcs, there you go. There's your target, friends. Give them a good volley. %35 of them dead. Aww. They're not gonna get up after this. Oh, but a Mountain Guard are making it around there, so let's make sure that they feel welcomed in the custodial elven manner, in a proper elven manner. 46%. Ah. Ouch! 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 They don't have many arrows to go over Lake, but the arrows they have hit hard. And the Galadhrim Guards and the Vanis Chosen, they are doing a sterling job keeping the enemy pinned. Oh, there goes one general of theirs, Luklan.
The fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains as such.
Oh, you're kind of glitching out. That's a pity. Shoot the Black Shield Warriors then. And the Bolg Champions. That's actually a good target for you. Probably should have started targeting them with a Gurvaleg earlier, but nah. I think we're doing them all right. With sufficient archer firepower, they will fall regardless of who shoots them. Now our halberdiers are going to suffer, but it will be worth it. The quality of these Snow Orcs is such that no matter what we do, we are going to have losses. Okay, I think that's very good. Let's move you guys into assist. You guys stop shooting. Nuzu and Gurach both fallen. Very nice. Cavalry.
Our enemy has command of the city. Our foe has lost control of the
Oh,
city.
what do we have there? A singular mountain guard. Oh, that's a general of theirs, isn't it? Hit the bin. Take him out. And what else? A catapult crew, right? Yes.
Tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
It was the general who made his way back there. Hit the bin, you're going to take out the catapult crew, and that's just going to be it for that battle, really.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Very, very, very good.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down. Our foe is utterly vanquished. Let all who remember this day remember it as the day of our most
Goverlek
glorious
242. Very, very nice. Each one of those guys killed apparently almost 3 people, or 3 orcs. Very, very good. But Lothlorien March Wardens, undisputed. That's very gratifying. But Joanna's chosen also doing well. The Galadhrim Guards, obviously. And the Galadhrim Guards took fewer losses due to their higher armor stats, I assume, but some friendly fire was involved, which of course saddens me greatly. Yeah, it just doesn't just sadden me, it saddens me greatly, I have to say. And with this successful defense of Karas Galadhon, the first of a few more to come, it would seem, I am tempted to say that this episode basically ends here, maybe after a few troop movements, just so that I don't forget them the next time I open up the game. Yeah. Because I can be bad about forgetting things like that. Goodbye, catapults. Yes. Very good, very good, very good. So let's just get a few administrative things out of the way. Ooh. Captain Ukur is moving toward the Morgul Vale. And Isengard has completed its great art gallery. How nice. And it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb in this orcish hellscape. Well, okay, it kind of does, but still. I mean, let me dream, right? Let me dream, please. Okay, Eisenrun. Art gallery. Galadhrim Guards need to be retrained. Yavanna's Chosen need to be retrained. Those guys. Those. And eventually the Hiddlebin, but they're not as important this time around. More Goverlek. Very good, very good, very good. I mean, they can always be of use. Maybe we could even... Yes. Like that. Then we'll have 3 units of Gurvalek, and that is going to be monstrous. Much like the enemies that face us, of course. Making it not only a boon, but a necessity.
Elves! Assail them! Put them down! Have your weapons ready, elves.
Okay. So what shall be done here? Well, next turn will tell.
Come, my brothers.
But I'm kind of inclined towards gathering troops, gathering also from this fort, and then taking on Captain Muzdash, and then turning the attention toward Fallberg. That's going to be it. But for now, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I certainly have. And I hope that I shall see you again for number 27. Have a magnificent day out there, and I'll see you around. Captain Turtle Waffle, considerably.